Back at you again. Good morning. 9:29:21. Yeah, it kind of rhymes a little bit. 9:29:21. Before I go to work, I'm like, why not? I haven't recorded all day. That's unlike me. Why not? Say something before I go, and I got 10 minutes with y'all. And what was the word that I wanted to elaborate on? Shit. There's a word I wanted to elaborate on. Yeah, shit escaping me today. You feel me? Innocence. Feel me? How about that? You can use that word. I am innocent, by the way. You feel me? Contrary to what you've heard, I am an innocent person. But I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about the general population of innocence. Keeping your innocence. You feel me? We are losing our magic. Our innocence. You feel me? The thing that makes life magical. You know what I mean? The jittery. The kind gesture. This is all magical feeling. You feel me? It brings you that little, that the little butterfly effect that I was talking about. Just not the real butterfly effect, but you feel me? That little squinge and the appreciation of things. We losing our innocence because we are abusing the things that we do. We overindulging in things, so we kind of dilute the surprise part of it. You feel me? We destroy the very fabric of what it's supposed to be, because everything is made out of fabric. If you can think of it, everything, even the human body, is a form of a fabric. You feel me? It's just a different version of a fabric. And whenever you overuse a fabric, or you use it too much and you keep washing it, it is not what it used to be. I don't care how strong the fabric is, it loses its color. It loses its touch. It just loses the clear picture that it used to have. And that's the same thing with us. The way we treat each other, the way we treat our body and everything else like that. It even goes down all the way down to even sex itself. When a person, a man or a woman, has too much sex, sometimes your senses, you see a woman's ovary. I was thinking about that when I was on the bus. It just popped up in mind. A woman's ovary have senses in it. Or a man's genitalia has senses in it too. And in the beginning, it used to feel good. You feel me? But after you use it over and over and over, you turn to now, the pleasurable things, the simple things that used to be pleasurable, now you need more of it because you overused it to the point where now you need some exotic head. You need a threesome. You need your ass eaten. You feel me? Some wild shit. Because you've abused your innocence. You feel me? The spirit itself is worn out. You feel me? And it comes to women too. And in the beginning, when you was a teenager and everything else, it's like pre-cum and everything else. Like, people get excited and all this. You feel me? Before you even touch a woman, you getting pre-cum and everything else. But now it's not even enough for a man no more. You feel me? You need to have sex 3 times a day if you can last that long. You feel me? You need to drink alcohol just so you can get aroused. Because you have abused your innocence. You feel me? These are things that needs to be preserved so you can have some magical moments. You feel me? So you can get to be alive in what you're doing. You don't have to have compensation or simulation so that you can feel good about yourself. Simulations is like alcohol and drugs and going to the movies, dinner, buying clothes to make yourself feel a little better, taking pills, all that kind of shit. Doing exotic, wild shit. You know how these niggas do. Hold on, let me see how it's... Damn, man. Hold on. And that's for the men part, you feel me? When it comes to the woman also have ovaries. Of course she does. She better have. I'm talking about real woman, organic woman. An organic woman also has an ovary. Her ovary has senses in it. And each senses has a memory attached to each senses. So each memory remembers who goes into her periodically. You feel me? So if she's having too much sex with Tom, Dick, Harry, and everybody else, guess what happened? She confuse her senses and she dilute her senses, and her senses become very numb to feelings. This is the reason why some girls want an hour sex. They want 2 hours sex. They want you to eat them out. Use your lips to eat them out and eat their booty out. Then do this. And they want to have like, because they've abused their innocence. They have abused it to the point where the magical touch of it is not even there no more. Even when you touch bitches, they're like, ew, don't touch me. Why you looking at me? Like, you feel me? It's because they've abused it. The magic part of it is not there anymore. Like, so they have to go towards doing other stuff like attitude. You know what I mean? Things, adventurous stuff, dangerous things that can make them feel, you know what I mean, back to that. It gives them, it's like you chasing that first high. You feel me? It's like you never gonna get that first high. You feel me? These things are being abused. We are abusing our innocence, so the magical part of it is being missing. There's no God in it no more. When I say God, there's no spirit in it no more. There's no form of thinking, no leading no more. You feel me? There's nothing in it. It's literally like it's an operation with nobody at the helm. Nobody's controlling. Or if nobody's controlling the boat, it's bound to drift off anywhere. You feel me? But when you have some kind of control over your situation, and you're not the kind of person that have sex and not have sex, but you're supposed to have sex, but you have to be responsible in how you conduct yourself when you have sex or how you treat other people. I was only using sex as an example for the census and everything else like that. But it's just the fact that the way we treat people and the way we carry ourselves and conduct ourselves, we keep diluting the behavior to the point where we don't even have that magical moment no more. It's not magical no more. Everything just look dead. You feel me? It's a dead behavior, dead results. People just feel turned off by other people. Reason why? Because everything has been played out. It's overdone. It's been abused. You feel me? Come on. It's overdone. It's been abused. You feel me? Because we keep overdoing these things. We're not, you feel me? This is what it is, man. We have to understand these things for what it is. You feel me? I'm using the sex part because that part is like, that's what people do a lot. If you do, I'm just saying, if you can have sex, but you should choose one partner, or you could choose two if you want to. You feel me? That's your but don't do it too much to the point where it's just not doing it for you no more. You feel me? You just, it's not like, you feel me, to the point where you can't even, you feel me, you pop, like you just can't get excited. You feel me? So you gotta trick your mind to think that you think this way and think that way. Let's get back to the basic things and how we conduct ourselves basically. So we can have that innocence and have that magical moment back. And we don't have to see in our children's. You see how they're very innocent and they're magical, and the things that they do is like, and it brings you joy and happiness. Especially people who have kids, they know what I'm talking about. It gives you hope. But let's bring that back. You feel me? It was another word I wanted to use, but I guess I'm gonna use innocent. Hold on. I got 5 more minutes. There was another word I wanted to use, but I'm gonna use innocence. You feel me? Let's bring that magical thing back. You feel me? Like, we all know men have senses. The tip of a man's penis is where most of the pleasure comes from. So if you're going through different holes, you fucking different bitches, and you claim you got condoms, but it's like condoms is like, the reason why we wear condoms, because condoms are made out of rubber. Rubber is resistance to electricity. You feel me? And the human body itself communicates through electrical impulse. That's why the rubber is made out of rubber itself. I mean, condoms is made out of rubber itself, because it doesn't allow you to communicate with the vagina that you're in. You feel me? Everything that we do is communicate through electrical impulse. The way we see, our senses, the ear, nose, and every taste, even electrical impulse. And that's the same thing with touch itself, electrical impulse. So that's why electricians wear gloves, and when they wear gloves, the gloves is rubber. So that kind of, it kind of stops. What do you call it? It kind of blocks the communication between electricity and person. You feel me? So that's the same thing they have with rubber and stuff. That's why they have rubber. So let's just say you think you're using rubber, but it's not 100% sure that it's blocking all these senses. So even with rubber and everything else like that, you still gonna get a little bit of effect of the things that's going on. And you keep having sex with this girl and this girl and this girl, and this girl's having sex with this man and this man and this man, or you just doing too many things, and you just abusing the sex part itself. Maybe you're just having sex with one person, but you're still abusing it because you're not doing it the right way. You're not being romantic. You're not playing a role to lead to that point. Sex is supposed to be more like it's more like a ribbon on a gift. You feel me? It's like a final touch itself. Let it pass. But we keep abusing these things. And it's not just sex. It's like I said, behavior, the way we treat each other, the way we conduct ourselves and everything else like that. The things that we do, we don't see the end result of it because we are in it. You feel me? We are prisoners of the moment, so we constantly in it. So we keep doing these things not knowing what is actually costing. You feel me? We're not knowing. Now we know that when females don't conduct themselves the right way, or the male does not conduct himself the right way, guess what happened? We tend to disrespect each other. We tend to say, oh, we don't need this particular group of people. Not particular group. We don't need this gender. And the other gender said we don't need this gender neither. You feel me? And we tend to distance ourselves. And this is how you get to have the confusion that you have going on right now, where people really think they don't need each other and everything else like that. Contrary to the belief, that's a lie. You feel me? We do need each other. We just have to find a better way of communicating with each other. We don't have to communicate the whole way of doing things. You can write a letter. You feel me? Write a letter to each other. You feel me? Be spontaneous if you're in a relationship. You feel me? Doesn't do things out of the realm before it leads to the intimate part. Because you already had sex with a person before you get to the physical part. You feel me? We have sex with our mind. We can talk to each other and stimulate each other before we even get to the physical body part itself. And I feel like we should get back to the chemistry of life itself, so we could get to know each other a little better than just the point of contact. You feel me? We losing our innocence. The innocence is magical. You feel me? The fact that you get very nervous when you're about to speak to somebody that you like, that's magical in itself. It creates chemistries in your body and drop a little dopamines in your body, which are things that you need. You feel me? You don't need a drug like ecstasy and everything else like that. You already have all these drugs that they create, and you already have these drugs within you already. These drugs are organic. You feel me? The only thing these drugs are doing is fucking up the senses. And what is it doing? It's fucking up the senses. And let's just say you smoke marijuana or you smoke any hard drug. You already have these drugs naturally in you. This is a GMO version of what you take it in. You feel me? So when you take in these drugs, you messing with the senses that's already in you, and it's making you feel like you're taking that drug, but you're not really taking that drug. You feel me? Let me go this way. You're not really taking. It's not really the taking of the drug. It's the fact that they chemically know these things, so they're messing with the senses of how you taking the drug itself, and that's what happens within you itself. But we need to get back to, get back to the organic way of doing things. We're talking about men on woman, not man on man. We're talking about man on woman. You feel me? Or woman on man. You feel me? Let's get back to the natural way of doing things. You feel me? So that we don't mess up the magical of the things that we're doing, because we don't understand everything about the human body itself. We don't understand these things. You feel me? We got some hard-headed people around who think they know it all. They think their way is better than this way. And I'm like, let's get back to the science. Let's get back to the basics. Let's get back to spirituality. Let's get back to, you feel me? Let's get back to these things. Let's get back to these things so we can conduct ourselves the right way. The people who choose not to behave accordingly are just people who are just bitter. They want to destroy things so they can start it all over from their perspective. You feel me? It's just a trick. Don't believe them. You feel me? Anyway, let's get back to treating each other right. It just starts with one person. You feel me? When you start it, other people will follow. When you build it, they're going to come. You feel me? So it starts with you as a person. Let's preserve our innocence so we can have some magical moments. You feel me? Magic doesn't necessarily mean just sex or anything else like that. Magic just means communication. You feel me? Electrical impulse. Two cells communicating with each other. And you have trillions of cells in you already. And that's the magical moment. Having that communication and having that interaction and having each other work with each other without any bad feelings or anything else. I gotta go. See y'all later. You feel me? Capo statics. Dipset.